Hello guys, this is Mahesh back with you with another tutorial on Notepad++. I'll give you the link to the description of Notepad++ in the description below. Go ahead and download the exe file from the Notepad++ website, and I have downloaded already mine, and I have installed the Notepad++ in my laptop. Now let's see the advantages over the traditional Notepad compared to the Notepad++. Here I open the Notepad++ and you can see the graphical user interface is much more better than the normal traditional Notepad. Where I'll open the traditional Notepad and you can see there is there is not much of an options in the traditional Notepad. So let's get out of the traditional Notepad and then head to the Notepad++. The major advantages of using Notepad++ is web developers and designers use them a lot for the programming. I have an example C program open right now, and let me show you. Here you can find let me type another if condition for you. If condition, if I open the braces, it will just represent with the red line. So it is much more easier to understand what is the code that is available there. When I use command lines, it will display in green, so it will be a lot easier for the user to understand it graphically. Another advantage is that you can run the C program directly from here by selecting run and then click on run, and specifying your tc.exe here and click on run. You can run your C programs from here itself. And then we go into the bookmark options of the Notepad++. What does bookmark means? If in a single text file we can bookmark a couple of lines here and there, and then we can quickly jump from one line to another line. I'll create a bookmark by just clicking over the text and the number. Okay. You can also enable this by going into search bookmark and then toggle bookmark. So there are two ways to enable it. So I'll enable my 5 of my bookmarks in this text. The way that you can just go ahead to the direct bookmark is you can use F2. F2 switches you to the next bookmark. Shift F2 uses to goes to the previous bookmark. Okay, this is much more easier than we can scrolling through some lines of code. This way of using the bookmarks is fairly easy. And then next, being a web developer, I use a lot of static websites. So just an example, here is a template of a website, and if I just edit here, I'm going into the what slider content we will help you to learn. I'm going to replace with learning Notepad++ advantages. Learning Notepad++ advantages. Let me save the file, and I can simply view this by selecting run and then launch in Chrome. I can also use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl Alt Shift R. So my website will be directly opened in Chrome. So here is the text that I have edited. So I no longer have to go into two different applications to see the changes. I can just change whatever I think of changing here, and then I can just use the shortcut key or go ahead into run and then launch in Chrome, and then I can get the change here. This is much more simple than what you would have thought. And another option of the Notepad++ is that it has a superb find and replace engine. So let me just find for one word. mm, I'll just find for mm, what we can find is that I can search for FA FA. So what is this means? It will just go to the font awesome icons. So I can see the font awesome icons in here. So it is much more powerful than our traditional notepad. We can also install plugins on here. One of the most important plugin is SQL plugin, so that you can just type your queries here and then execute your SQL queries from here. But the problem is that the SQL query plugin is not stable enough to run in this version, so it is just being crashing on me, so I cannot able to explain you the functionality of that. Mm, Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like if you like the video. Thank you.